Across the Universe by the Beatles, John Lennon. The most difficult thing in this tune is going to be this intro. Okay, so we have the 2 on the G string and the 2 on the E string at the same time. And then we're going to that D bass. So we got 3rd string and 1st strings at the same time. And you might do it with like 2 different fingers and keep that thumb open for that bass note. And then we're going to slide all the way. This is the 10th fret and the 11th fret. So 10 on the little string, 11 on the 3rd string. That's kind of the most difficult maneuver in the tune, really. So you go from these 2s to the bass note, and then we're going to hit that bass note again after we slide into the 11 and 10. Then we're going to go, and that's 9s on those same 3rd and 1st strings to 7s, and then 6 and 5, 6 on the 3rd string, 5 on the 1st. Then we have one single note right there. That's the 7th fret of the 2nd string. So once again, we got. And then we get into this new riff where we're going to have 4, 2, and 2. We're going to go. So that's going in 2 to 4 on the G string while we hold this 4 on the top string, the big string. And you can basically hit like those top 3 strings. We do that 4 times, and then we switch it to just the 2s, like an A chord, still coming into that 4 in the G string. Okay, so let's look at that again. Okay, then we get into the first verse. We're going to have D, 2 strums to B minor, 4, 4, 3, 2, and then we're going to do the F sharp minor, 4 with the 2s down here. 4 beats on that one. So we got. Now we're going E minor 7, 2 open, 3 open. And you could have kind of a strum, kind of a ding, 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 dee, dee, ding, 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 as a basic kind of thing. So these 2 strummers might be like 1 and 2 and. Then we go to the E minor 7, 1 and 2 and a 3 and. Now we're going A7, which is just 2 open, 2 open, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. So that one has an extra one. That's kind of interesting. Has an extra beat right there just to give him like a little more space before he starts singing again. And later he takes that away if it's going into a chorus because he doesn't need that like extra beat to kind of wait. So this is kind of interesting how they did that. We come back. So the same stuff on that, 2 of the D, 2 of the B minor, 4 of the F sharp minor. But then we're going to come to the E minor 7, only do 2 of them. G minor. So we do the other 2 of that measure, so we do 2 of these, and then G minor, which you could do like this, 5 with 3s, but you can just do the open with 3s too. So 2 of these, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, and then 1 and 2. So there's 2 extra ones of that. So it's kind of its own measure of an extra 2. So that's second half of the verse. D, B minor, 4 beats on the F sharp minor, E minor 7 for 2, G minor 2, and then 1, 2 more. And then we're in the chorus. So 2 bars of D there. We're going to A7. A7 again. That's that nothing's going to change my world part. So that ends up being 3 bars of A7 in a row. You could do those as A's or A7s, whichlever you like. So from that chorus, the Jai Guru part. another D, 2 and 3, and then A7, 1, 2, 3, 4, second bar, A7, third bar, 2 and 3, going to G, D, back to A, second bar A here, and then G, D. Okay, then the next verse starts, D, B minor, F sharp minor for 4, E minor 7 for 4, A7 for 4. So that time they didn't do the 5. E minor 7 for 4, and then we're back to A7, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. So they do the 5 again there, and then we're going back to the chorus. D 2 bars, and then we have A7, and then 2 more bars of that, and then G, D, and then we'll have A again, could be A or A7, whichever you want, 2 bars of that, and then G, D. Now we're into the part 2 of that verse, the one that has the less time on the E minor 7 into the G minor thing. So we have now we'll have E minor 7 for 2 to the G minor and 2 more extras. Now we have another piece of a verse, D minor, B minor, F sharp minor for 4, E minor 7 for 4, and then A7 for 4, 3 and 4. Chorus, we got D for 2 bars, and then we got the A7, that's the ohm part, then we have 2 more of these, and G, D, now we have 2 more A's, G, D, and then we stay on D. That's when he does that jigaroo thing and it just stays on that same chord. And it eventually fades out from that. Okay, so let's check out that intro again. We have the 2s, 3rd string and 1st string to the bass note, and then we slide. I look for this dot up here on mine. Dots are in different places sometimes, but I try to get up past that dot to the dot with my 1st finger and past it with the middle finger, because it's 11 and 10 we're shooting for. So bass note again, and then the 9s, 7s, 6 and 5 to that little 7 there. So let's try that real slow. 3 and 4 and try that again. 3 and 4 and then we had the 4-2-2 coming into the 4 here 4 times, and then we switch to 2s. We come to the same 4 in the G string. Okay, so I'll kind of play that up to speed. So first verse, okay, so let's take that first piece of that first verse and try to play it real slow together. So 3 and 4 and D, B minor, F sharp minor for 4, E minor 7 for 4, A7 for 5, 3 and 4 and 5. Okay, one more time that. 3, 4, B, B minor, F sharp minor, E minor 7, A7 for 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we have the part 2 of that verse. D, B minor, F sharp minor, same. Now we only have 2 E minor 7s to G minor. And an extra 2. Okay, now we're getting into the Jai Guru chorus. So let's think about 2 measures of D here. 3 and 4 and... Now we're going A7. And again. Nothing's gonna change my world. And again. And then G. D. Now we're going back to A. G. Okay, and then we'll just do another verse. I'll do this one up to speed. And this one is just going to be 4 of the A7. Now this one does have 5, and this is the exception where the 5 goes into a chorus. So we'll have that chorus again. 3, 4. D again. And then we have A7. Stay on that. Nothing's gonna change. Then we got G. Back to A. G to D. Then we have that part 2 of that verse. D, B minor, F sharp minor. But here's where we change. We go just 2 of these E minor 7s to G minor. And then we add 2 to that. And then we have this last verse piece. More normal 4s on these. A7, it's going to have the 4. And then we're into that last chorus. A7. 2 more bars of that. G to D. A couple more A's. G to D. Stay on D. That's that Jai Guru kind of 1 chord kind of chant thing. Okay, and that's about it. Across the Universe by the Beatles, John Lennon. Let's check out that intro one more time. Okay, thanks for watching Damon's Baritone Uke Joint. Let me know if you have any requests, and we'll see you soon.